What's up, guys? We're back here in the Skyblock world, about to unbox this chest of Wandering Trader stuff. Now, I did say last time that we haven't gotten lava yet, and that's still true. I AFK'd a lot and actually did not get another Wandering Trader yet, but that's fine, we'll get it eventually. We have enough stuff to definitely work on some things, though. A lot of flowers and dye, so you can just ignore that. The useful stuff we got is a bunch of sand. Pumpkin's cool. Podzol, which means we have more dirt now, which is awesome. Sugarcane, sweet berries will be like a food source. I don't think I'm going to use them though. A bunch of new seeds and trees, new saplings, which is I was happy to get, as well as both mushroom types and netherwort and the jukebox. I did not realize that the Wandering Traders got a jukebox trade added, which is awesome, I think. So we can play these music discs we've been collecting. What's this one? Strad. Beautiful. Yeah, isn't 13 that weird, just scary cave noises? Oh yes, banger. Anyway, that was fun. That cost me 64 emeralds. Let's see. Worked on the villagers for a while. I've got 4 toolsmiths, so I have a lot of iron trades, and I found out about this thing where if you buy some trades too many times, they'll start to mark up the prices for like supply and demand type of stuff. So I just got enough of these that I don't have to worry about that. I just don't trade with them that fast. And then I got the shepherd and unlocked his bed trade, so now I don't have to worry about spiders. So that's great. And my plan today is to actually make a Redstoneless witch farm. I thought for a while that we needed to wait till we got pistons to be able to farm witches, but obviously you need redstone for that, and you kind of need to farm witches to get redstone. And then I remembered that there actually is a way you can farm them without redstone. So actually before this episode started, what I did was I actually went down to like level 60, because that is kind of seems like a better place to do most of our work. So we might actually end up moving a lot of things down there in the near future. Have a place all the way down here, level 60. This is this is like level 65, just a little bit above ocean level in a normal world. And I brought one of the horses down here, and I did get a leather worker so that we can get saddles, so we can ride these guys around. I actually looked up where a witch hut would be based on our seed, and I bridged all the way out to there. So I'm gonna head out there and see if we can get this started. And I actually haven't made a good place to stop the horse over there that I'm sure he wouldn't fall off of, so I'm gonna have to do this last part on foot for now. Okay, so the witch hut is somewhere around here. I'm gonna make a little stopping platform for safety and comfort. Okay, so I'll go get the horse later probably. I'm gonna go into a new Minecraft world and with the same seed but normal generation, so I can see the swamp and actually see where the witch hut is. So I'll be right back. So I used a map generator I got online to locate where witch huts would be, and so now I'm in the creative world that's generated with the same seed as our Skyblock world. It's just the Skyblock world has all the blocks removed. So I believe that there should be a witch hut down here at 568 negative 840. So I'm going to teleport there and see if we can see it. I see it. Well, this is excellent. It's even got a witch. So in these same blocks in the Skyblock world, there's going to be basically a box that witches will spawn in if we put a spawning platform. Okay, so as I understand it, the bottom spawnable area is just above sea level in a witch hut. So I'm gonna try to make a box around the spawning area. So we got that, and then it's the shape of the roof. So I believe that's 7 by 9. And then it goes 2 above the roof. So there and there. So everywhere in this box is where witches can spawn. Which means that makes it easy that we just have to look for sea level. Just have to find these coordinates right here. So I'm going to write down these coordinates and then get back in the Skyblock world and see if I can box this off. Okay, this is the first platform at the bottom of the witch's hut, and we can fit 3 platforms inside of the box, so I'm going to do that. So this is a farm that Gnembon explained in just kind of like offhand in his Blaze Farm video, but it's based on mob wandering. So every so often, one of the tasks that a mob can do is he'll wander, or she'll wander in the case of a witch, I suppose. So every so often, the task it'll decide to do is to wander, and it selects in a 7 up and down and 10 in every direction area, tries to select a solid block and wander towards it. So what this farm does is basically the witches will spawn on these platforms, and we're just going to make a massive cube around this thing with trapdoors to trick them into falling down the sides. So once they spawn, once they decide to wander, they'll just wander off the edge and fall to their doom, and we will farm them that way. Now, I just realized while explaining this that I made these platforms out of solid blocks, which will actually decrease the efficiency. Probably not very much, because we're going to be putting so many blocks on the outside, they'll most likely just select those blocks, but there's no reason to sacrifice that efficiency, so I'm actually going to go back and replace all those with slabs really quick. Okay, now it's slabs, so now what I'm going to do is make the area that I'm going to make the witches fall into. So that is going to be a ring around here, and the corners are not going to be open space, so we're going to do that, and then this corner will go to the top. I don't need to do that right now though. Oops. So we're going to be tricking the witches into falling down these gaps on every side of the platforms. Okay, now that that's done, we build this all the way up to the top of the platforms. Now that the walls are built up, we need a lot of trapdoors, because basically when they choose to walk into this wall, they'll think that they can walk in this trapdoor, but it's open, so they'll fall into it, and we like that. Whoops, that's fine. I think, maybe not, I'm not going to do it. And we actually cover the entire wall in trapdoors, so I definitely need to go farm a whole lot of wood before I can even finish this floor. Okay, so I'm going to go farm wood. The idea is to cover this entire wall in trapdoors. Alright, I went and I farmed up about 9 stacks of logs, and now I'm back here working on the trapdoors. And you might be able to hear the witch that is now under me, which I don't know. I hope I don't fall into the void while I'm dealing with her, is all I'm saying. And I actually made a little mistake when I was setting this up. It worked out because I didn't have to put the trapdoors against these blocks, but the blocks right across from the platforms actually don't need to be there. This row does down here, and that row does because they line up with the platforms, but these have to be here because, or else the witch won't walk far enough to fall into the gap. Alright, so here's what we're looking at now. I have to close all of the trapdoors in there, and then we're gonna put one more layer around this for now, and then I'm gonna have to put buttons inside on the back wall that we're gonna add to stop things from spawning. We're gonna have a whole layer around here, so there's gonna be a wall there, and then buttons across there. So nothing can spawn in here. Okay, I got this wall put on, so now what I'm gonna do is on every floor, I need a bunch of buttons, and I'm gonna go just cover the back and then close all the trapdoors. Okay, all the buttons are in, and I've opened all the trapdoors. So what we have left to do is the collection system at the bottom. I'm gonna do just a long drop chute, so they'll die of fall damage on top of some hoppers, and then basically every ring of more blocks we add around this structure will increase the witch's chances of walking to the outside, which like they will eventually, but if we can make them do it faster, then more witches will spawn sooner. So I believe you have to drop a witch 29 blocks to kill it. So I just have 30 in my hotbar right now. I'm just going to go down until I've placed all 30 blocks and then make a platform for the hoppers. Okay, so this is 30 down, and if I make the platform here, no, let me actually go one more down. And I'll put the hoppers on top of that platform. Okay, so the hoppers are going to fill out this area, and I guess I'll have to make another level of that thing down here, so I'll be able to climb up and down, and I'll just make some kind of storage system right beneath this. Okay, so I farmed up a whole bunch of wood, and I thought it was going to be overkill, but now this is all I have left, and it'll go a little ways. So I built up the whole drop shaft, and then I built the storage system over here and put all the hoppers in, so there's a lot of storage. I don't know if I'm ever going to actually fill all this up, but I have a history of leaving my world to AFK and then having it go like all day or like for 2 days straight, so this might come in handy someday. This is all we've gotten. I did hear one witch fall and die, and that was a nice sound to hear, I suppose. Now all I have to do is to use all the oak I have left to just build out the block around the witch farm part, the witch spawning part, that basically tricks them into walking off the edges. And then after that, actually, we do need to put a roof on it. Actually, I should just put a roof on it right now, so they'll start spawning, huh? I'm just gonna make a slab roof like this. I only actually had enough wood to put like one more layer on, and I couldn't even actually finish that layer, but it's fine for now. I'll come back with more wood very soon, but we're honestly getting pretty good rates. I'm hearing a witch fall every few seconds. Not great. If I ever have to actually use any of this stuff, I'm gonna probably need better rates. Well, I went and watched a movie for a while, and I came back and this chest is already almost full, so I think for now all I'm gonna do is finish the ring that I had to bail on because I didn't have enough wood, and then I'm sure I'll need more redstone later, but for now I'm just not gonna worry about it because I already have several stacks and I don't have much use for it yet. So I'll just have to fill in this part pretty much, and I'm gonna call it good for now. Alright, I got the whole box filled out. And I AFK'd a little bit more. I actually have almost a stack of redstone blocks now, and almost 2 stacks of glowstone, which is fun. I'm not actually going to go down there. I am really happy with this project, and there's actually one more project that I was hoping to get done in this episode, and that's called a slime farm.